Alright guys, well here we are, we're back at it again. I'm out here on Eagle Lake. I've got something new I'm going to try. I bought a second GoPro just to kind of give you guys a different look. We're out on Eagle Lake today. This place is really special to me. It's very nostalgic. Me and my dad came out here 2 Father's Days ago and we just had a great time. This place is really cool. It sets up somewhat similar to Adirondacks Lake in that there's a lot of grass and rocks and laydowns and that sort of thing. There's a mixture of smallmouth and largemouth in here, so I don't really know what's going to happen today, but we're going to have a good time. This is a really cool place. You hear a little bit of traffic behind me. We're up in the Adirondacks. This is a pretty isolated area. Don't really expect to see much in the way of other boats. This ramp behind me where we launched, it was shut down by the DEC a couple years ago for boats, so you can't launch boats here anymore, which is really a shame because this place is pretty neat. I don't know if they did that to try to cut down on invasive species or if the state just didn't want to pay to do the upkeep at this launch anymore, but it kind of sets up as like 2 different lakes. The part that we're on now is pretty shallow, probably, you know, a little bit more largemouth over here. The other side of the lake, it tends to get a little bit deeper, so only have a few more weeks left before it gets too cold to really come out here and do anything. Right now it's about 30 degrees out. It's going to warm up a little bit, but the temps on the lake are dropping. Water temps on this lake are 48, so these fish should be, you know, somewhat schooled up. So, you know, we'll see what we figure out, and I'll take you with me. I'll catch you out there. There's a ton of grass here. Nice little pike. Look at this. Look at these lines on the side of his body. Can you see those? Interesting coloration. I will lock this chatterbait in my hand all day today if we're going to catch him doing this. There we go. That's a little better one. Hi. Not huge. Probably a little 15 or a 16. Not a huge fish, but a pretty one. Just throwing a little Z-Man Mini Max with a... my trailer get bit off now. With a little minnow trailer. Oh, I saw this come out on wide scope. 14 or 15 incher. There's a tree that I saw over in the water, and I threw my jig over there, and that thing rocketed out from the shoreline. I didn't see that fish when I initially pitched over there, but I saw him swim out for it. He was hot for it. Hot, hot. Alright, there's a good one. I pulled this one out of this, there's some wood in the water over here, and I don't know how big this guy is. I'm guessing he's probably like 17, 18. Take a look at him. Oh man, he's pegged right in the roof of the mouth. That's what we like to see. That's a nice one. There you go. Nice little 17. How do you like that? It's a beautiful fish. Thank you, buddy. You know, we're in like 6 feet of water. I just saw a largemouth follow my chatterbait. It looked like a pretty good one. I'm not sure where that fish went. There we go. You threw the hook as I got him in the net. Alright, so that was a live scope fish that I saw on the screen. I pitched it to him. He approached it on the fall, and I started pulling it away. And he wanted to chase it. He wanted to come flying out. Oh my gosh, he's got a big gash out of his back. I wonder what that's from. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Pretty fish. It's probably like 16. It's probably like a 16-incher. Thank you, buddy. Alright. That makes me feel pretty good because I've been looking for fish on live scope for probably about an hour, and I've been struggling to find them. I think I see a couple. Maybe not. They're not reacting to this thing as it's dropping to the bottom. I don't think that those are smallmouth. If it was a smallmouth, it would be coming up to this thing pretty aggressively, and it's not. Alright, we'll keep looking. It definitely seems like there are less fish in this lake than Adirondacks, and the quality is definitely not as good, at least so far that we've come across. And you know, part of me feels like maybe I should have stayed a little bit longer in that area where we had all of that grass. The fish that I caught over there were definitely pretty small, but it seemed like there was a good population of largemouth and bait over there based on what I was seeing, but who knows? Oh. He was glued tight to the rock. I saw him come out swimming for it, but I didn't see him on live scope when I hooked him. I just felt the rod kind of load up. All right, guys, we got to take a minute to talk about something today. When you're out here fishing in the fall and in the spring and the water temps are cold, it can get downright miserable if you're not dressed appropriately. So a big part of that means warm socks and warm gloves. And I got these gloves. These are the AFCO breakwater gloves. I got these gloves about 2 years ago when they first came out, and these things are just absolutely awesome. The dexterity is great. You can touch your fish finder. You know, you can use your fingers. These things are a game changer, and I don't throw that term around. When it comes to fishing in the fall and in the winter, these things will keep your hands warm, and they're waterproof. And I really have not found any other glove that I've tried that does what these things do. I mean, I can reach my hands down in the water. I can touch fish. I can do all kinds of stuff with these gloves, and my hands are completely dry. I don't know what these things are made out of. Look at this. I mean, it wicks the water right off of your glove. It doesn't, like, there's some kind of impermeable membrane or something inside, but you don't lose any dexterity. I mean, look at this. You can't beat that. When you're fishing out here and it's cold out, I mean, this is, you know, your hands are everything. It's what you feel your rod with, it's what you touch your line with, it's what you change your lure with. And you know, to have a glove that allows you to maintain that dexterity and to feel everything is just, it's amazing. And I wouldn't leave my house without these in the winter time or in the fall. Check them out. You know, I don't know what they're going for now. I think I paid around 45 or 50 bucks for them, but they're worth every penny. So check them out. AFCO breakwater gloves. If you like to fish in the fall or in the winter time, you got to have them. There we go. There's a little largie. Skinny. Probably a 15 or a 16. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it today for our trip out on Eagle Lake. It was a little tough out here today. I was riding around looking at, you know, the laydowns, the grass. There's so much that looks good about this lake. I mean, it sets up, you know, like a terrific bass fishery should, but I don't know. I wasn't able to get on them today. You know, I did catch a few fish out of laydowns, and I did go deep later in the day. I was trying to live scope and try to find some of those pelagic smallmouth that I had some luck with last week when I was out on Adirondacks Lake, and it just wasn't happening today. I'm just not seeing the same population of fish in this lake as, you know, what I had hoped. You know, the last time that I was out here was a couple of years ago. I caught a ton of fish. I caught numbers, but I didn't catch size. You know, I didn't really catch either of those today. I mean, I caught some fish, but not what I was hoping to catch. I don't know. You know, it's a little bit of fall fishing. It seems like you're either on them or you're not, and you know, today just wasn't our day. So I will definitely be back here. Just, this place is absolutely beautiful. You know, it looks like it should fish really well, and maybe I just haven't solved the puzzle yet. You know, if you've been out here before and you've had some success, if you've had some good days, let me know in the comments. I'm interested to hear what you have to say about it. This place looks awesome, and you know, I feel like I'm just missing something. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you in the next one.